Hey there! Welcome to Motorcycles and Misfits, coming to you from the Recycle Garage in sunny Santa Cruz, California. Hey everybody, this is Liza, and I am wearing a very brightly colored shirt today.
I wonder why. Why would you be so brightly colored?
Well, funny you should ask. Yeah, because today it's Pride celebration here in Santa Cruz. And I wanted to make sure everyone knew I was gay.
Yes, happy Pride.
So I put on a very, very gay shirt. Mm-hmm. They don't come much gayer than this, you have to admit. But
I was surprised you didn't have Evil Knievel going.
I know, that was the other choice.
Just as gay and Evil Knievel, just so you know.
I know.
That's true.
That was the other choice. But let's get to who is here with us on the Classy Girl couch. Rocking the Motorcycles and Misfits t-shirt. It's Miss Emma.
Hello, darlings. And I am wearing a leopard print underpant and a one blue sock.
And it's wet.
And where is the sock?
Not telling. So, no, hello, darlings. Yesterday, we had a lovely day, and we're going to get into what we've done, but we've had an action-packed, thrilling day. Got a lot done, didn't we?
It was a fun day. It was a good day. Chock full of stuff. Coming in hot and sweaty, as usual. It's Naked Jim.
I'm not hot or sweaty, actually.
You are hot, Jim.
I was in leather, though. That was pretty cool. Okay, well
Jim,
said, John. I'll take that as a compliment.
You're swat and hetty.
Hot and breathing
That's
heavy.
Gaelic. Yeah, I know. Hey, what's up, party people? Happy Pride.
Yeah.
Right on.
And, well, I've been saving the best for last. Oh, Bagel will be coming in. He's at a rally. He's part of a club.
Patch
He gets to
Club.
go do
Rallying
cool
himself.
stuff.
Good for him.
Good for him. So he'll be coming in late, but somebody who you haven't heard in a while, he's back. And of course, we celebrated his return.
We did.
With Stumpy John Appreciation Day. It's Stumpy John.
It is. And I've got glitter in places I never knew I had before.
It's hard to explain to the wife when it's on the inside of your shirt, John.
Yeah, so, boy, we started out early this morning, and everyone showed up for the Pride Parade. This is something we do every year. Normally in a Pride Parade, it's the Dykes on Bikes. But in this one, it is the Dyke, that's me, and all my friends. And we put on a show. Boy, do we.
Yeah, it was a good one.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah. Now, John, this was your first Pride celebration.
Yep.
What did you think?
It was a hoot. I had so much fun passing out beads and doing circles in the street and beeping at everybody and waving. It was cool. It was a day of like love and joy.
There's like so many kids, so we bring little bead necklaces to give
You
out
took
to
all the kids
children.
though. That was frustrating.
It's just a big family event, just fun. Everyone cheering you on, and you can do the dumbest thing on a motorcycle, and they get excited. I was just jumping up and down.
Yeah, that's because
people
they were
were-
scared. They were like, Jesus, look out. Oh, my God.
Yeah,
Yeah, nobody ate it, so that was good.
I opted for the Africa Twin.
I was going to say the DCT, I think, would be ideal for such a parade demonstration, I could say.
Yeah, it worked out well. Normally, I'd take the scooter or something easier to kind of flip around in the streets, but I thought this year bigger is better.
Well, you had to have a way to hang the disco ball.
And I had a boom box on the front, and I had some ABBA playing, and I had a PVC contraption holding a disco ball over my head.
It was well done.
Which was fine until I started standing up and bouncing. I kept bouncing my head off of the disco ball. But we had quite an array of people, including little Enzo.
Yeah.
Who's not so little
Enzo's,
anymore.
yeah,
he's
he's
13.
He's a man-child now.
One of my kids, as I say, he's 13, riding with us. And we had scooters. We had the Harley. We had
Yes.
sport bikes. We had dirt bikes. We had everything. And we put on a show. But the first thing that happened is everyone comes to the garage, and I bring out the big bag of gay.
Yeah, Bag of Gay was on the
Yeah,
over by
Big
the
Bag
tent.
Gay is things. There's bow ties and suspenders and hats and feather boas and you name it.
And we had to gay up John a little bit.
John showed up like he was ready for the distinguished gentleman's ride.
You know, you looked exactly ready to do the DGR.
Oh, well.
I
Yeah.
think John gayed up the best out of everyone.
I did
honestly.
gate up.
I
I
take
gated
people
up big time.
people were taking pictures of him. He looked good.
Well, John, it doesn't
leaned
take
in-
much to make you a bear.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. And
You even changed your pants.
yeah, I did.
He had to change his
I did.
pants.
I got too excited.
You know what
I peed a little bit.
A wet bit peek him out.
what I love about and it seems to happen every year is if you go to the web page and you're going to participate in the parade, there's a whole process you go through. It's a permitting process. If you have more than X amount of people, you have to have someone that's like your guardian or
Register
whatever.
and
All this like
show
stuff,
your
because
license.
well, it's legit. You have like SF cheers down there, which is like grown-ups doing cheer, and so it's kind of a big deal.
We just gate crash.
And and Liza just full on bum rushes the thing. We just go basically down to ground zero in a pack of gay.
People are assembling all morning, and there's a lot of volunteers and people organizing this event with clipboards and trying to herd all these people together. And we just show up
You get in the front.
and go right to the front, and they're all like, "Oh, I think you need to." I'm like, and I put my hand on their shoulder and say, "Trust me, we got this. Just let it happen."
And it did. And the magic unfolded. I think it's a great way to start a parade. So
Yeah. There was the one lady who's like, you have to go behind these kids. They're going to lead the parade. I'm like, not if you want them run over. Can they run faster than I can ride?
to the front you go.
Yeah.
So yeah, very well attended. There were a
Yeah.
bunch of people down there.
So we had a lot of fun. We rode. John gate up,
I gated up.
but you know what? It is just a fun, lots of love and support, and people cheering and smiling and having a good time.
And it was very misfitty, the ride itself, because everyone had their own flavor of what they wore.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure who wants to describe Miss Emma's outfit.
It was like half of an outfit.
Yes.
Well, yeah, I mean, okay, I will admit.
You were a bunny. You were
Yeah,
a lovely little bunny.
Less of the little bunny.
You-
There's this giant sized
trollop.
blue bunny trollop.
Trollop.
But yeah. Riding a Harley Davidson Super Glide.
And you matched it too. They were both
No,
blue, a
okay,
lovely
yeah,
blue.
it was a sea of blue. But no, I mean, we had a
An
lovely
eclectic
time.
group.
I want to say extra points for riding a Harley in heels.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
But I think all the bikes we had, they had the Harley, we had the Honda Africa Twin, had my Coleman
Scooters,
my
God,
Coleman
the
mini
thing.
bikes.
Coleman. That Coleman always seems on the verge of killing you.
Oh,
It's like,
it's like riding a rototiller.
yeah. But it sounds dangerous. It looks dangerous.
It's a head turner at 2 feet off the ground.
Yeah.
But we had that. We had sport bikes. Doug had his supermoto or dirt bike, I think.
Dirt bike.
Yeah.
It was a
KLR. Hey.
KLR, yes.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
the scooters, like you mentioned. So it was a very eclectic group represented.
was a good mix.
Very inclusive, I would say.
But we put on a show.
But, I mean, and that's what we preach down at the garage, just inclusivity. Show up at the garage, you're going to be welcome.
Yep. Although the almost naked old man, completely spray painted in gold on roller skates, with the disco music, did tell me to slow down at one point.
Well, I'm sure you needed to.
That was a guy. I think he complained to me about the exhaust too.
Well,
Anyway, good day.
And the
It was
tree
fun.
people, we did see. I don't know what they were, but those tree people, did you see them when
Oh,
we
they
came
looked
in?
great.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
it was a good day. There was, like I said, there was lots of love. In fact, somebody loved my mini bike so much.
They took it home.
He took it home. Wah, wah. The
Yeah.
little electric
Oh, well.
mini bike got parked downtown because I let Enzo, the kid, ride it. And it got stolen. Somebody helped themselves, which is frustrating. But you know what? We've had a lot of fun. It lived its life here. It had its uses. It's okay. I'm okay with that.
Are you sure you're okay with it?
Yeah, because now I can just buy something else.
No one got hurt. So just because the helmet that Enzo was wearing,
That's what hurt more.
the Enzo was the disco ball helmet that dropped on the ground and split in half. So Enzo's experience
I
could have
thought
been
just
much
like-
worse.
Oh, I
on the
thought he
scooter.
broke some of the mirrors. No, the helmet split in half. If you bought one of those disco ball helmets off the
Big
internet,
surprise.
heads up.
Yeah.
It'll split in half. Yeah. But good time. And, you get all different types. There are all different types of people in the LGBTQ community. And it just reminds me of motorcycles. There's all different, a huge variety of motorcycles, huge variety of LGBTQ community. I thought it'd be fun if we play a little game and try and draw some comparisons between them. Yes, Jim is shaking his head like this is a bad idea.
I am pinching the bridge of my nose now.
All right, this is very simple.
I think we all are.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, we need to humor Liza because
This is a very simple.
she's bigger than us and she will smite us mightily.
I feel like I shouldn't even
So-
apologize. I know better than to do this. So
I have a
will-
list of
And you're checking it
of
twice.
LGBTQ stereotypes. I'm going to list one off, and I want you guys to tell me which bike you think best matches that stereotype.
Okay.
Okay?
Let's give it a shot.
All right. So I'm just going to say, let's start with a bull dyke.
Okay, then why don't you give us a few adjectives to start with? We all have a picture
bull
on my
dyke. So, yeah, that's going to be lots of leather. I think it's definitely going to be a Harley. What was it? Harley, what's the night train?
Nightster.
Nightster?
No,
Nightster?
I think a Fat Bob, because I'm going back to the whole Arnold Schwarzenegger in Terminator on the Fat Bob.
That wasn't a Fat Bob.
I'm thinking.
Oh, it was a Fat Boy.
Fat boy. I think
Fat
that's
Boy.
it.
That's the one I meant. Fat Boy.
A fat boy.
I'm thinking.
think a
I'm
Fat
thinking
Boy.
Dinah though too.
No, I'm going to agree. I'm going to go. I think a Harley Fat Boy is the bull dyke
Yes.
of the motorcycle world.
I will take a completely different tact.
Yeah.
I think I could picture a bull dyke riding atop a red, white, and blue schemed Honda Africa Twin. Liza.
Low hanging fruit.
Or an Amigo scooter.
Or an Amigo scooter. Or an Amigo scooter.
Okay.
Bull dykes ride whatever the fuck they want.
Well, let's try another one. This is be the one that John was representing. A bear.
Oh.
What is the bear? So for those who don't know,
Certain scooter,
a
maybe.
bear would be a large, hairy man with big beard and just hair. That's that is what a bear is in the community. So what would be a big, big furry? Are we thinking like a gold wing?
Maybe.
Lots of stuff on it.
I'm thinking more like V-Star.
No.
Like a V-Star,
No.
they make like
I
a
got it.
1200.
VMAX.
No, that's a little more edgy, a little more leathery, a little more like
I think
more bondagey.
I think like a V-Star
I think
1600.
a V-Star 1600.
Or a Diavel.
No.
That would be a roadster.
Yeah.
A Roadster, but that Yamaha, right?
Yeah, the generation of Yamaha.
It's because it's
Okay,
not a
okay.
Harley. It's a little smarter than a Harley. Like
So,
a little
and
more
also the
frugal.
definition is they look big and tough, but they're really just a big teddy bear.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
V-Star.
V-Star.
All right.
Thank
V-Star
you.
would be an 1100 or a 1300.
Yeah,
The-
so,
Okay,
you know, that
V-Star
generation.
1300.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right. How about a twink?
I knew you were going to say that.
So
And
twink would be a young, hairless, skinny little guy. Now,
What about a Zero?
Grom. No, friggin' Grom.
Yeah. A Grom's close. Hang on. though.
friggin' Grom.
Grom, you nailed that one.
No,
I think.
it's Grom
Grom,
all the way.
Grom.
Or a Z125
Yeah.
if they've got...
I think
It-
Grom.
No, that gets into little person
no,
territory.
if-
How about like a CBR? Do they make a 300 like a CBR 300?
They do a CBR 300.
So there's my twink bike.
No, I think
My twink bike is a Grom, but if they've
Yeah.
got a tiny, tiny little wispy mustache, Z125 Pro.
I don't know. I think that still gets into little person territory.
No, I mean, it's a full-size bike, but, you know...
All right, how about a flamer?
Oh, God, I hate
Well,
to
So
going
this would
extra-
be
I'm going-
very extravagant.
PC 800.
No,
I hate to say
that's
it.
a giant marshmarshmallow. We need something with
Oh, what about a Vespa?
lots of.
No, I'm thinking more like custom chopper, like Jesse James chopper.
There you go.
Oh,
One of the Tuckles creations.
a West Coast.
Yes.
no, Orange,
West
no,
Coast, Orange
County choppers.
Orange County
Anything
chopper.
by Orange
Orange
County
County
Chopper.
Chopper.
I'm gonna get knifed on the way home.
Okay, how about the closeted individual?
BMW of some sort.
This
Oh,
might
yeah.
be
Yeah,
this
yeah.
might
No.
be a Southern preacher.
Oh.
with his linen suit and loafers.
Yeah,
And
no,
a family
BMW.
No, yeah. So wait, what was the category again? It was hit closet.
closet.
Yeah,
closet.
some sort
Which
of a
BMW though? The RS?
Some sort of
Oh.
like one of the
BMW R1100 RT.
yes.
Yes.
Wait, I had
That's
one
it.
of those.
In minty green metallic.
Yeah.
Mint,
Yeah.
That's exactly what I had.
Yeah, mint green metallic
And-
R1100
And
RT.
if you went out with that person, you would have filet mignon before you got taken to Pound Town.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
Oh,
my
care
God.
to join me for some champers and filet mignon?
Oh, only if we're going to Pound Town.
Okay, how about the bisexual? Somebody who doesn't really fit into either category, but
KLR.
Oh no.
There you go.
wait a minute.
Yeah.
Tenere 700
No,
Somebody
none of
that-
those are sexy enough.
I think
can
so-
fit in anywhere.
I think Tucker would have words with you about that.
No,
I'm gonna
I
go
mean,
with one of those badass 701s. What's that one? The flat tracker.
Schwartbilen.
The Schwarzbillion.
oh, is the bisexual?
As
Somebody,
a fucking
Oh,
yeah,
that's-
but like more straight edgy with the
they can play on both teams.
yeah, but like the not
Edgier.
the ones with the flat top haircut that are all like kind of wiry and look like they cut you.
What?
Wow.
Sorry, I went down a hole there.
Yeah, you kind of did.
So hold on. This will be the one that plays on both teams that can
So
equally
dual
fit
sporting.
in two different arenas.
So it should be a dual sport.
I still like my edgy one, so I'll go with the Honda CRF 450 RL. Like the one that can like beat you at pool and
What about a
punch you in the mouth.
CB500.
CB500.
Oh yeah, there you go.
X, yeah.
CB500X
Yep.
CB500X.
is the bisexual.
Yeah,
Okay,
There you go.
got one more. The non-binary person.
Ooh.
Would bet that be the Safatillion?
You know,
So
no,
They're the most androgynous.
no. I gotta
Not
be
masculine,
honest.
not feminine.
No, I gotta be honest with you. I think that's the VMAX. I think that's the VMAX.
Not
No,
the
that's
PC
way
800?
too masculine.
what about a Bonneville?
PC
The newer ones.
Oh, actually, a newer
Yeah.
Bonneville.
Yes.
It'd have to be one of the liquid cooled
I think
Bonnevilles,
you're
though.
right.
That's 2018 up.
Bonnevilles
900.
don't really associate as masculine or feminine.
Yeah.
Men
Right.
and women both love them.
What about the like Rebel 300?
I'm kind of liking the Bonneville.
Yeah,
I
I'm
think
with
we
you.
have our answer.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not
And-
a girl bike. It's not a boy
And
bike.
it starts with Boner.
I think that is perfect.
So it'd be a Bonerville.
Well, there you go. So if you have any of those
Any
bikes-
complaints, you can email Phil at clevelandmoto.com.
Yes, exactly.
Love you, Phil.
I wanted to give a big shout out to some misfit friends of ours, Alfredo and Sam.
Yes, the world travelers.
Yeah, Jim, you've been following them. Where are they doing?
Yeah.
Where are they?
Yeah, it's been fun. They've been posting a lot. So they're podcast, listeners and friends of the garage and all that. And they're always
Numb
around.
nuts.
Yeah, always around for the fun stuff. And they've been at Isle of Man. So
Oh, wow.
shout out to them. It
Right
looks
on.
like they made the most of it. They've been there for like a week or more, maybe.
Right.
I
And
don't
now
know.
they're in County Donegal in the Isle of Ireland. Because the Isle of Man's over. So now they're in County Donegal hanging out with Irish people and drinking
And shout
a
out
great amount.
for sporting the Motorcycles and Misfits gear over
Oh, wherever they
Thanks,
go.
guys.
They were getting tattooed, and they had their motorcycles and misfits. It was good.
representing.
Cheers. Yeah,
Ooh.
well done.
And joining us back from a ride, it's Bagel.
Fresh off the road.
How,
Coming to you.
oh, look, he's all hyped up and everything. How was the rally, Bagel?
Oh, it was great. Had a wonderful time down in Eureka. And yeah, had a good turnout. Some great rides through the redwoods and some camping and tri-tip and all kinds of good stuff.
Oh yeah, you got to have tri-tip. That's just what tops it off.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, cool. Well, Bagel, I don't know if you noticed who's here with us. He's back.
Yes. Hey, Stumpy.
Hi, Bagel.
Stumpy John is
Howdy.
back.
Dumptastic.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
So I mentioned earlier that it was Stumpy John Appreciation Day. John, how was your day?
It was incredible. I was completely blown away.
Incroyable.
I wondered why we came to the garage and we did the parade, and then I zipped home, dogs, blah blah blah, and I'm getting phone calls. First thing Emma says, "Be back here by 1." I'm like, okay, I didn't know it was that specific. And then I'm getting phone calls, so I'm like, I don't know what's going on, but it was
We were
something
planning
else.
a party on your behalf, and you were not attending.
Exactly. So we started the party without you.
Yep.
Yes. So, Stumpy John Appreciation Day.
Oh.
So, Stumpy John has had a rough year, a lot of things going on. We'll get into some of that in a second. And I've done this from time to time for people that I really want to show how much I appreciate everything they do and bring to the garage. I've done it for Doug, for Emma, for Zach, for people who really contribute and help a lot. Jim, I don't think I've done a Jim Appreciation Day, right?
No, you never do anything.
But I
like
let
that.
you buy me dinner, so
keep
that's
me,
the same thing.
Yeah, you keep me on a chain.
But I wanted Stumpy John to know, how much he means to our community.
I appreciate
And
that.
So in honor of Stumpy John Appreciation Day, and I don't think he was even really catching on everything.
No.
First thing we did, so I had sausages and cupcakes, some food for the crowd. We had a really big crowd today.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah,
Big
big
crowd.
turnout.
And I started secretly handing out glasses like that John wears and fake beards. And we're secretly handing them out. I had my henchmen handing them out.
Some people look better in beards than others.
Let's just face it, they look like merkins on our faces. That's what it really
Might be a little bit of covers a lot.
yeah. And Stumpy John sees me come out of the garage with a beard on.
I thought it was just an extension of Pride
you
Day.
just like shrugged and just kept walking. Like,
It is like nothing out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, we've had a lot of costumes today, so it's like,
I know. And then I announced, gathered everyone around and announced that it was Stumpy John Appreciation Day. Now, what does that mean? That means, we got some things in store for you. So, John, what did I hand you first? Because you probably had no idea what was happening.
what did you hand me first? A sausage.
No, after that, I handed you a bunch of stick-on letters.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a bunch of vinyl letters, and I was like, oh, okay, well, final letter day, great.
I said, you got to lay them out and figure out what they say.
Right.
It's like an anagram here.
Yep, and it spelled USS Stumptown.
But at this stage, you didn't know what USS Stumptown was.
No, I had no
did you?
idea.
No.
Bagel, you know what it's for. Does that not fit it perfectly? Is that the best name? USS Stumptown?
USS Stumptown for a bike, or
Oh, wait. Bagel doesn't know.
No, he
what?
doesn't know.
Oh, Bagel doesn't know.
No.
So, going back to before you left, you had to move house.
Right.
We'll get into why. But you made some comment that you thought a scooter would be nice to get around town.
Yeah, and I looked
didn't
at that buddy that had $1,000 worth of back tags.
Right,
on it.
exactly. And just, you were looking at some pretty cruddy bikes.
Right.
Well, it started one night when he came to meet me out for dinner. And now, when I go downtown, it's just blocks away.
Right.
Yeah, you just
I just
jump
take
on
a
the
scooter. I don't have to worry about parking. I just put it in any triangle,
You-
wedge, whatever.
you-
And he
you
brought
ride-
the car and had to keep circling the block
Right.
looking for parking.
You ride the guinea pig a lot, don't you?
More than anything
Guinea
else.
pig.
Yeah. Yeah. So he was like, I need to get one of those because it's just
Right.
easier for.
So you were looking
coming
at
around town.
buddies and just, scooters are hard to find.
Yeah, they really are.
So,
Yeah. And so you had said you wanted one, but also that you just couldn't afford one right now. You have too much going on with losing the house and all that. So I had been secretly plotting for a while now and looking for one. And Emma was helping me. I was sending her ads. I was also on a budget. I love you, but it wasn't going to pay full price or anything.
and Liza had sent me a text and I go, no, shite.
Yeah.
Keep looking. Shite. Keep looking. And in the end, when we have to, me and Liza actually work very, very well together. And I reached out to a client of mine who I knew had just retired. And it was a machine that I'd known very well, that I've looked after for many, many years. And I just said, well, what are you doing with it? And he said, well, I'm going to sell it. And so, okay, very good. Can we reach an agreement on the price? Which we did, which was certainly in your budget, Liza. And it needed a little bit of work.
Which was in your wheelhouse.
It was in my wheelhouse. So Liza stumped up, if you'll excuse the pun, for the bike. I stumped up for the tires and the fork seals and the brake pads and all the stuff it needed. So why don't you put everyone out of your misery, John, and tell everyone what we actually provided you with?
It's a beautiful silver Suzuki Bergman 400.
Hooray!
Now, Bagel doesn't make
Bagel,
sense.
can I ride with you,
It's
please?
The USS Stumptown.
Yes,
That
makes
thing
sense.
is a land yacht.
Oh, yeah, it is.
It looks remarkably like a Sea-Doo. I think it's more actually of a Sea Don't. But no, it's very, very Sea-Doo like.
A lovely seat. Looks very comfortable.
That thing is
But it's better
powerful.
than a tiny 125 that would make me look like I was trying to
Right, and nevertheless,
abuse a football.
And you go on the freeway.
but you're flat-footing it, and you clearly took to it immediately.
We did. We liked each other.
Yeah. I mean,
Nice.
what are your thoughts on the Bergmans, Bagel? Because
Don't break my heart, Bagel.
It's a scooter, but it's a very much a Japanese take on a scooter.
Yeah, and it's very much a maxi scooter. I've never ridden a Bergman, so I don't know a whole lot about them. But they seem like a little big for my taste, so I never really had too much interest in them. But I know they're good bikes.
I'm sorry, a little big for
people-
your taste. What did you come home with recently?
Well, I came home with a 7'10" long Majesty, or Morphus. Sorry, not Majesty.
Yes. Yeah, pretty much. And so, John, were you like, did you believe this was real?
No, I was completely blown away. You guys got me completely off
I
guard.
was trying to make you cry. But
Yeah.
Your wife
And-
said you don't cry.
And and Liza handed you the pink slip straight away, so you knew it was legit.
Crazy. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was completely. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much.
Well, we take care of our own.
And that wasn't it. I gave you cigars.
You did a Cohiba, and ones to give away too, which was even fun.
Yeah, a bunch of the cheapest one I could buy to give away, and the best I could buy. Yeah,
Amazing.
So there it is, Stumpy John Appreciation Day. John, thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Thank you guys.
Huzzah!
Yeah.
Means a lot to me.
So, let's get into where you've been.
Yeah, so for the past 3 weeks, I was in Florida. My father passed away. He had a massive stroke, so I needed to go back, and I made it there before he died, which was wonderful.
Glad to hear
and so
that.
we were able to, say our goodbyes and be there for my sister, my mom, and my niece. And so that's where I was, through the passing, and then helping her settle out her affairs, moving forward.
Now, your dad has a long history with motorcycles.
Yeah, it is. And it's funny. It's how dads and sons can be. Motorcycles was the one thing that brought us together all the time.
And we didn't cover. What is your dad's name?
John.
John. Okay. Oh, you're Junior?
No, actually, on the East Coast, they call me Johnny.
What?
Yeah. So it's so funny. I always know when somebody's calling me from New Jersey. They're like, "Hey, Johnny." So, yeah, I'm not a junior, but I'm a Johnny.
Okay. And I know that, your dad got you into it. He's got a long history, and I asked you if you would tell us
Sure.
about that and talk about him. It seems, who broke the rule?
It's not me.
Not I.
Who broke the rule? Okay.
It's my day anyway. If I did.
Blame it on John. He'll get away with it. So tell us about your dad and his history and how he got you into riding.
Yeah, it was, it was fun because I was able to spend some time with my mom yesterday and just kind of talk to her about his whole riding career. It was actually my mom's fault. When they were on their honeymoon in 65, I think, they went down to Daytona Beach and she forced him to rent a motorcycle. It was something automatic. That's all I know. And he immediately got the bug. I mean, he did not want it. He fought it. They get it. And it was all over from there. So as soon as they got back to New Jersey, he purchased a small Ducati, and that was his main ride for a couple of years first.
What year is this?
This was 66,
So Emma, what model would that be?
like a 300 something.
Yeah, I was going to say it might be one of the original Scramblers, or it might have just been a street bike. But Ducati in the 60s did a range of single cylinder.
Yeah.
Right, that's what it was.
Just real nice little bikes, very well balanced.
So he started there, and then you know how motorcycle community is. He got involved in the community and met people and all that, and then started getting into racing. So his first bike was a 500 Triumph. First race bike was a 500 Triumph.
Ooh.
And old school guys, they were crazy. So what he did was he stripped all the electrics off of it and did two things with it. He did enduros, hair scrambles, and flat tracks on the same bike.
I love it when we hear about that era.
Yeah.
When they would ride to the race and then do all racing, and they'd ride all different styles, different weekends. I love that.
Yeah. It's crazy. Yeah. There's one story my mom told me that my grandfather's a little sketchy on the motorcycles, but.
Oh, your grandfather rode too?
No, he didn't ride. But he was sketchy about my dad riding motorcycles. But one day they were at a party at his house, and he had one too many scotch and sodas. And he said, John, my dad, take him out for a ride. So he took him out, and then he came back down the street, and my grandfather was standing on the back seat. So, it was just funny. So old Italians. And then his next bike was, so he got into racing, and he got really good really quick. So he was really passionate about that, and that was his life. And it was funny. My mom and I were talking. He was the guy that, like, if he didn't find that, God knows what he would have done.
And how far was he traveling around the country racing? Do you know?
He just raced in New Jersey, Maryland, Pennsylvania,
so the East
New
Coast.
York. Yeah,
okay.
the district up there. I'm not sure what district that is, but he made it up to. He had a number 3 plate one of the years, so he was good. So, but eventually he kept the Triumph, turned that into his flat tracker, and then bought a 360 Husky dirt bike, and did hair scrambles, enduros, and early motocross on the.
So if he was
there's a rich history of that kind of riding back in the day in New Jersey.
Oh, yeah.
Was he doing like the Jack Pine?
Yeah.
Yes, he did everything in South Jersey, and then rode a lot in Poconos
like
in New York
the
and
Penton stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
So that was his jam, So about that time, then I was born. And some of my earliest memories are being at the races.
So wait, was your dad racing with the Pentons? With John Penton?
I never asked him that. I'd love to know that.
I bet you it is around that time. Have you seen the Penton documentary?
Yeah.
Wow, that's what I'm kind of imagining.
But that was his era.
That seems that era with those bikes. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean those guys were badasses. So, but my first memory was at a racetrack. And in fact, there's an early picture of me sitting on his Husky. That's cool. But a couple memories I had about that. So at the races, especially the flat track specifically, they would do, all the kids would go out their mini bikes. So I had my first mini bike when I was 2 or 3, something like that. And so he would run. I would do like a short track, and then he would run on the outside of the short track, making sure I didn't crash or I knew when to turn. So, so it was funny. He was always the guy that was running around. I do remember one story at the flat track when I was on the mini bike. You know how I don't know if they do it as much anymore, but in old school flat tracks, if you were over the start line, it would make you just circle back around the lines and then come back, just a quick little circle around and come back and get lined up right. So the starter came to me. I was over the line. He's like, "Hey, you got to go around." And I'm like, "Well, okay." So I jammed it and I went around the whole track. So everybody's making fun of me. I'm like, "Man, I just did what you told me to do. I don't know."
Oh, he meant like go around.
He meant you had to do a little loop. And
everybody's like, and there he goes.
So everyone cheered on me. I thought I won.
So your dad got you into racing when you were young?
He got me into racing when I was young, yeah.
See, you don't talk much about yourself. I
don't
didn't know that you raced.
Yeah. And I did a little club racing, road racing in high school.
Were you any good?
I was okay. Yeah. I've always taken to it naturally. I wasn't the best, but I could hold my own.
Wow. I mean, and that I'm so envious too, to have that life where you're spending the weekends at the track and you got a dad ready to build you a bike. And, so as he was racing, he's also building you bikes?
Mini bikes at that time.
And teaching you how to wrench?
I wrenched with him a lot. Actually, let me clarify that. I held the flashlight a lot. And I used to get in trouble because, you hold the flashlight and I was 10 and I started just wandering and I'd get yelled at. Hold it back here. So, he bought me my first real bike, which was and this was I was 15. It was a IT 175 Enduro. So that was my first real bike, and it had lights on it, so I would just ride it on the street. So that was my bike to get around on. But a couple other stories about him. So my other bike I rode in high school, which he had, and I wish I had this bike now. So one bike, it was a 650 Triumph Tiger bobber, but natural bobber, not like a factory bobber. And I rode that thing in high school, and that was badass. That thing was cool. I totally wish I had it now. But eventually he bought a 77 Bonnie.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Riding a motorcycle in high school, did that help you with the ladies?
No, it went the other direction.
Helped you with the guys.
Helped me with the guys. Yeah. Didn't help me with the lady's parents either.
Oh, wow.
But it was, in high school, I had friends of mine that were pro racers. So I would, and we lived near Daytona. So a couple weeks a year, basically I'd just skip school with my parents' permission, go to the track and work the pits for the racers. So yeah, my buddy had a TZ 750 back when they were really hot. That was fun. But a couple other stories about him. So eventually, as he got older, he was an electrician. He worked in nuclear power plants and regular power plants. So he kind of, after a certain amount of years, he sort of just focused on his career, which was what he should have done. And but eventually, when he had a little money, he bought the 777 Bonneville 750. And but he never got the racing out of his blood. He was a guy that would go from point A to point B as fast as he can go, and that was it. So it wasn't about hanging out. It was about let me get there quick. So I remember we went out on a ride at night. I was probably 12, 13, on the back of the bike. I was on the back, and he was racing some. Don't judge him. He was racing some guys on Japanese bikes and blew his Triumph up. So I was like, I just couldn't believe it. But 110 miles an hour on a Triumph Bonneville wasn't going to do that very long.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Growing up at the track and seeing your dad racing, did you ever see him in any bad crashes?
Not that I remember. And I don't think he had very many crashes, as far as I can tell. He never broke any bones. He always won. So
is that the sign of a good racer or a lucky racer?
I think he was lucky. Honestly, I think because he was a little crazy.
define crazy.
Doesn't that make a good racer though?
He was 100% or zero. There was nothing in between. So if he was going to race, he was going to race, and he was racing to win. It was
right.
All out.
Yeah,
and that's what made him really good.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you said he got a Bonneville?
He got a Bonneville, and he blew that up, and I helped him rebuild that.
That's cool.
And he messed up the oil pump. I don't know how it happened. So I remember him starting it up, taking it down the street, and blowing it up a second time. So
oh no.
Yeah, it was horrible. He was so disappointed. And I'm like, Dad, what happened? So we had to rebuild it again. So I got to rebuild the Bonneville twice. But it finally got going. And then eventually they moved out to the country and bought a little plot of land, and he just kind of stopped riding. It sat out there in the field. And that's the bike I rescued when I was 16, 17. And so eventually that became my bike. Huh. And we took it out, and I fixed he blew the top end again. So I fixed the top end, put all the heavy valve springs in it, and did everything, they were doing back then, and rode that throughout the rest of my high school years.
That is so cool that's what you got to ride.
Yeah. And the first one was the Tiger was a right-hand shift. And if you remember, some of the old Triumphs were, it's right hand. I forget. And so it's just a trip to go back from right hand to left hand, but Emma knows exactly what that's like.
Yeah, and having grown up, I was so lucky to grow up when I did, because half of the guys had British bikes with a right-hand shift.
Right.
Half of them had Japanese bikes with a left-hand shift.
And you had wooden wheels.
And I had wooden wheels. Chased by a dinosaur, I might add. But we all, we all rode each other's bikes. And when you blow up your bike, you bought whatever was cheap.
Right.
So whether that was a Bonneville or whether that was a Suzuki, it really didn't matter. You just bought what was going out there. Mm-hmm. And I'm completely ambidextrous. Yeah. When it comes to a bike, it's the most wonderful thing. I can jump on my Trident, which is a right-hand shift, no problem at all. Jump on Rufus, left-hand shift, or the Harley, which is, try and shift through the vibrations. But, it was that time. No, 75.
I tried to shift my brake lever most of the time.
Yeah. Well, it takes a little getting used to. But 75 was the changeover year for just about everybody.
Yeah, I think the 650 was a 69.
Yeah, there you go. That'd be a right-hand shift.
Yep.
Good bike.
Yeah. So later on in his life, when he finally retired, he bought a 48 Harley, a 1200. And so he just quit riding a couple years ago. And he spent the last part of his life loving that Harley and just riding all around on that.
So I got a question for you. So at the time when you were younger and having to hold the flashlight and going out racing, maybe you didn't appreciate it as much at the time, but how much does that mean to you now?
That means everything now. I mean, my tattoo I got is him. And it's part of the legacy that he passed down to me. And
do you think he was good enough to be a pro if he didn't have a family?
Yes, 100%.
So it's your fault. Your fault.
It's probably my fault. Yep. Yeah, he would have been. He would have been a pro, no doubt. He was that good.
And did you not get those genes?
No, I was into it. I mean, I that was where I was headed.
And I'm gonna call this out here because, it's not just one's ability to ride. There's something different about people who race.
Yep.
There's something I always say like they're not even think about the repercussions of their actions. They just go, and I don't know if that's something that's right or wrong,
Right.
But they definitely don't worry about things. They just go. You definitely are somebody who is more cautious and conservative in your actions. I don't know that you have that death-defying gene.
I was different when I was a teenager.
Were you?
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah.
Were we all?
We all were.
Still, yeah.
Jim, you've just recently become that person.
Yeah, but I do it slow.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I don't do it at 130 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the older you get, the more you think about the ramifications of crashing. So, but yeah, in high school, I mean, I rode mostly, when I bought the IT, when he bought me the IT, he basically said, look, you need to go ride in the dirt. So I rode in the dirt for about a year and a half before I ever hit the street. It was the smartest thing he ever did. So I would spend every day by myself out in the woods riding bikes. And that was one of my passions.
And you guys would go for rides?
We went for rides later in his life, yeah.
Did you ever do cross country or any big
No, he
rides
wasn't
like
that guy. He was about racing and about, yeah.
What did he do for a living?
He was an electrician.
Oh, does that mean he could fix any electrical gremlins?
He was clearly very good with electrical gremlins, yeah.
That's a good skill to have on those kind of bikes.
Especially with Lucas, the Prince of Darkness.
I know. And then, so there's a bike that you are going to be getting.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to get his 2010 Harley 48, which is the 1200 Sportster with the big fat tires and stuff. So it's sitting in Florida right now.
And when was the last time you rode it?
I rode it. I didn't ride it this time. It just wasn't right.
Oh,
but the time before I went, I rode it out and took it out.
That's pretty cool that you're going to get that. Yeah. You get in Harley and you got a scooter.
Yeah, I did. I pretty much got all the flavors now, so that's great.
Yeah, I know.
But for me, because you asked, so I was 100% in the racing in high school. But then met Melissa and our lives changed. And I went to and I ended up moving to Mexico and doing work on the border with refugees, and sort of my life became much more focused on justice initiatives as opposed to riding. But I always had a motorcycle, so I never gave it up completely. But, so I had some regret. I mean, I wish I would have got into it because I did have some opportunities to get sponsored in high school. But yeah, like I said, life took a different turn.
You have to make those decisions in life and those sacrifices. I think to be a racer, you have to make a lot of sacrifices and have your family make sacrifices as well. Here's a question for you. What bike have you had that you wish you could have again?
Well, that 69 Tiger for sure.
Yeah. Well, John, I want to surprise you with no.
Yeah.
It's like, oh God, here it comes.
And then more recently, I kind of wish I didn't sell the R9T I had. That was a cool bike.
Yeah, that's a head turner. Those are head turning bikes.
That was the one that had the tire problem.
Right. When we were one of the first times we met.
I remember that very well.
You came out to do a ride and then immediately got a flat tire.
We were going to the thing by the bay with
what's his name?
Roland Sands.
Yes.
Yeah, the Roland Sands thing.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah,
First time I met
and
Jim.
you showed up on the BMW, and there was I think we saw the nail as you were riding. And
You did,
you got a nail in a tire, and you went home, changed bikes, caught up with us,
and it was tubed, so I couldn't plug it.
Yeah, because spoke wheels.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, R9T's an interesting bike. Yeah. I had one recently at the shop, and they ride great. A lot of power.
Yeah. I was thinking about that last night too. I mean, about the bikes I've had, and I wish I still had. I mean, I had an RD400 in high school. I had an RD200. That was awesome.
Oh, a little dyno starter.
I had an RD125
with a dyno starter.
Yeah.
Yeah, those things are great.
Yeah, that was a fun little bike. So I wish we still had those. But yeah, had a Ninja. I've been through the whole gamut.
And you need to get this bike transported from Florida.
Yeah, I do.
Shout out to anyone who wants to
If anybody
transport
wants to
a bike
ride a bike
cross-country.
from Florida, yeah, let me know.
Wait, I mean, would you ride this bike cross country? I guess
Yeah, you could ride
Sporty.
one cross country.
Yeah.
Yeah, Harley 48.
Yeah.
Just take your time, you know.
So when we did test ride of Harleys, I think, did we take 48s?
They're all the same to me.
Yeah, well, they kind of are. But yeah. It's the
No
one with
offense,
it has a
but-
peanut tank, although he changed the tank out. It's got a peanut tank plus the big fat tires.
Well,
Right. I mean, the biggest argument against riding that is like a lot of the Sportsters, you know, they're slammed on the ground, so they've got
Right.
no suspension at all.
Yeah.
But at least it's got the big balloon tires, so you get some sort of bounce out of the
Comfort there.
tires.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
well, and you know, we mentioned you've been having a rough year, and we talked previous about your house getting red tagged after the storm, which is hard because it's still sitting there.
It is.
And you know, you don't like to talk about yourself in general, but I wanted to take a minute to talk about what you do for a living.
Sure.
Because I don't think everyone here in this room even really understands, because I started researching you. Yes. Well, first off, John, you have a degree, a couple, right?
I have a master's degree. Yeah.
In?
Intercultural studies with an emphasis on ethics.
What does that mean?
It means talking about, it's more of a sociological approach to interrelationships across different cultures and boundaries.
That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
And you started your own company.
So I've always worked in the nonprofit world.
I don't think I realized it was your company.
Yeah. Yeah, I was living in East Palo Alto at the time, and I was working for another youth serving organization, and felt like I wanted to do something that was more focused on economic issues.
You're a CEO.
Yeah, so we launched it. Yeah.
Did you know that he's a CEO? I had no idea.
I clean toilets. What are you looking at me for?
Yeah. Well, CEO of a very small nonprofit.
Yeah, but so you had this idea to start a nonprofit.
Yeah.
And what was the goal?
So the impetus behind it was growing up working class, and watching my dad worked construction for a lot of years before he got into the powerhouse world, and just watched them struggle, you know, and not having food, and you know, just the struggle of the working poor in the U.S. So I've always had a real passion for that group specifically. So when I had the opportunity to launch AbleWorks, which is my nonprofit, we wanted to focus it on economic mobility and economic justice issues for marginalized communities. So we launched it in a little community called East Palo Alto, California, which is kind of a historically marginalized community. Started out working there, and then
Which was the murder capital of California?
East Palo Alto,
Yes.
92.
Yes. 92.
Yeah.
You know what else is in Palo Alto? Stanford, right?
Yeah.
People don't think of the murder capital of California and Stanford.
Yeah.
Well,
the
One's
same
on one
place.
side of the freeway, one's on the other
Yeah,
side of the
yeah, yeah.
freeway.
that's
Technically
Palo
different-
Alto, not
technically
East
different
Palo
cities.
Alto.
I know, but
Yeah.
I mean, we're same
Close
area.
enough.
Yeah, close.
Yeah, people don't realize that. So it was a violent community. It's changing a lot because of gentrification now, but it was a very, very violent community when we moved there. And we lived there for about 20 years. In 2006, I launched AbleWorks and started doing the work there. So now we're regional throughout Northern California, in the Central Valley and the Bay Area primarily. And we do two things. So we have a program called Future Profits that teaches financial literacy, life skills, and decision-making skills for under-resourced high school students in the schools. So we'll serve around 1,400 students a week during the school year doing that. And then we have a new program called Achievable, which is for first-generation college students, walking with them, using a cohort-based model, walking with them through the junior college experience and helping them determine what the next step is, whether it's a career, college, or a certificate program.
I see what you did there. Achieve able.
Exactly. Somebody smarter than me figured that out. So Melissa, my wife, works for an organization called Abode. She works with the homeless population in Santa Cruz.
And it's just amazing that, you know, for a living, you started a business to, you know, help people better themselves and get on more solid ground. And then the ground fell away from your house.
It's a little ironic, isn't it?
And nobody's there to help you or give you any assistance.
It was a trip. It was a trip to be on the other side of it because I've done other work in housing throughout the years. I mean, we lived in Mexico. We built 200 homes for refugee families and did a bunch of, I AbleWorks during the foreclosure crisis did homeowner loan modification work for homeowners who were losing their homes, and we saved about 500 homes through that process. But now all of a sudden I'm on the other end of it. I'm calling housing counseling organizations and trying to figure out what to do and how to dispose of, this property and figure out what the next step is.
Yeah, it's quite frustrating.
Yeah, it's been a trip.
And then your dad died. It's like you've just had one struggle after another. So
it's been quite a year.
I hope that this helps you through this year and that you remember that you have this community and we appreciate you.
That means, seriously, it means more than I could ever say. I hope you all see that and know that.
Yeah, and thank you for sharing the story of your dad and, what he did and what a big part of, as I like to say, cool dad award. Yeah. Yeah, parents that get their kids in a motorcycling. So awesome.
He lived his life to the fullest. So God bless him. Ride motorcycles till he's 77 years old.
Well, good. Well, thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, thanks, John.
Bagel, do you have a ride report for us?
Yeah, I guess I could give a bit of a ride report. So I did some riding this weekend.
Wait, Bagel, before you get into that story, Jim, you got to go?
Yep, I got to bounce. Time to go wrestle alligators. Other Sunday activities. So anyway, peace, love, and dirt bikes, everybody.
Thanks, man.
All right, later.
See you, Jim.
See you, Jim.
So Bagel, your rally.
Yeah, I did some riding this weekend. I rode down to the Bigwood 6 Rally in Eureka, California, put on by the Slug Rocket Scooter Club. And yes, that's slug as in banana slugs.
Slug Rocket.
Slug Rocket.
I love that the scooters come up with the most clever names of stuff.
What is a slug rocket?
Exactly what it sounds like.
A slug that goes really fast.
That is exactly what a scooter is.
Basically,
it is.
yeah.
It's like a Stumpy goes really fast.
And it's a great bunch down there who run the Slug Rockets Club, and it's always a fun time going down there. This is my second year I've been down for the rally, and this year they went all out and had. They had basically had a private room reserved in a bar on Friday night for our meet and greet.
Oh, nice.
Where we met up there, and then afterwards went to a friend's house for an after party.
And how many people came out for this?
There were probably, I would say probably about 40 people there. And we had close to 30 bikes from what I heard.
A question for you.
Yeah.
How many of them were, let's say, Italian scooters?
Almost all of them were, I believe.
Because, when John got his scooter today, he was like, oh, maybe I can go for a scooter rally.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to break it to him like you broke it to me when I got my Elite and said, oh, now I can come to rallies.
I'm not invited, Bagel.
Well, no, you are welcome. And I would invite both of you to get together and go riding with the Santa Cruz Scooter Club on their monthly rides, because you both have scooters and you both should join them because they're a good group.
Yeah. All right.
But you told me that we're kind of be treated like.
Well, I was going to say what I said was that at some rallies they look down on Japanese scooters.
So you wouldn't ride your Morphus to a rally then?
No, Morphus is weird enough.
Oh,
depends on the rally.
Oh,
I would if it's a vintage predominant rally, I probably would not ride the Morphus. I'd probably ride either a modern Vespa or bring a vintage bike.
Yeah, John. So this is where you learn that. Many motorcyclists won't wave at you because you're on a scooter, and many elitist scooterists won't wave at you.
Can't win either way, can you?
If it's not a Vespa, just break it to you. Oh. So sorry, back to your rally.
Thought I was going to be in the cool kids.
Yeah. So in any event, so Friday night we ended up at a friend's house having an after party there, and then Saturday morning we had our ride out to. Well, first we met for breakfast. And then had our ride out to the campground and rode through the Avenue of the Giants to get down there.
Nice.
And at the end of the Avenue of the Giants, there is a drive-through tree. And we arranged to have our whole group go through the tree.
That's great.
And took pictures and everything, and that was great. And then rode back to the campsite and had a fantastic evening last night with tri-tip that was fresh cooked on the grill and salads and baked potatoes and full baked potato bar and everything. And they really went all out and set up a great spread for us.
And you're packing all your camping gear on a scooter?
Yep. I had my tent, sleeping bag. I had my air mattress, but it it blew up on me.
What?
So I had no air mattress. I had to sleep on the hard ground.
Oh no.
But there were plenty of libations last night, so sleeping was not a problem.
Okay. Do you have a woolly head today, Bagel?
A little bit, but it was I was good enough to ride home. And
You scooters know how to party, man.
They do.
yep, and I rode all the way back today from Eureka. Got just a few minutes late for the beginning of the podcast, but made it back in spite of some really nasty headwinds today. There were like 25, 30 mile an hour headwinds, like most of the way back. It was
how far is that from your place?
I think it is. I want to say it's about close to 300 miles to
wow.
Eureka. Yeah, it's about a 6-hour ride. So it was a long ride, but it was good. I took I-5 down to 199 through over the mountain, and then down the coast into Eureka.
So curious, when you guys are out on a ride, all you scooters, do you guys wave at bikers?
I do.
In general?
Some scooters do, some don't.
That's so fascinating.
It was interesting. I was watching the pack as you were riding, and a few people would wave at the bikers going by, and some of the bikers would wave, some wouldn't. So it was,
Oh, I get to be a sobbing scooterist now, don't I?
you could be, yeah.
Exactly. Well, Bagel,
but,
you
and
weren't...
the distance I just checked is 303 miles.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you were not the only one to ride through the redwoods this weekend.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. In fact, John and I went for a ride yesterday. Now, I tell everyone, and Emma, I know you've heard this before, everyone should have a KLR as their third bike. Why? Because it's the one that will always work when you need it, and it will cover any other bike. So, John, you have it pretty typical. You've got a Triumph Tiger, which could be a touring / street / adventure bike.
Right.
And then you have a DRZ, which is a street / dirt bike.
Right.
And then the KLR is the backup for
It
both.
is. Yep.
Well, you needed it yesterday, didn't you?
Crazy. Yeah. Well, the bike's been sitting for like 2 months. So with those Tigers, if you got you need a full 12 amps to start that thing. If you got 11.5, that sucker's not starting. So it would not turn over.
Yeah, the haven't ridden my Tiger all winter scenario.
Jeez.
Yeah.
But the KLR, man, she starts every time, smiles when she does it.
So John and I decided just to do a small little ride, I call it a mental health ride.
Yeah.
That would have food in the middle. Mm-hmm. And we're blessed with these roads here. Didn't want to do anything too crazy. We ended up doing something a little crazy. We did a little adventure ride that I didn't plan on doing. So, Emma, we went riding up the coast and had a great lunch at this little spot just up the coast where the gas station is.
Oh, I know that
And there's
spot.
that brewery.
It's
Highway 9 Brewery.
Highway 1.
It's the Highway 1 brewery, and it looks like an old roadside cafe from the 1950s.
And they have this amazing outdoor patio out the back.
So what's the food like?
It
was good.
Good. We had fish and it's like fish and chips and burgers and that
Oh,
kind of
okay.
fare, and good beer. And there's never anyone there. We were there Saturday at lunch.
I'm always amazed. Well, that stretch of the coast is, how can you put it? It's a little more bleak. It's beautiful, but it's certainly more bleak than when you get up beyond San Francisco. When you get up into Marin County, I mean, it's drop dead gorgeous. But that stretch from Davenport kind of north, it is quite bleak.
It's foggy there, yeah.
And it's foggy, and it's not the most well-traveled part of Highway 1. So that might be why people just don't stop.
Yeah. So we had a nice lunch, and then immediately from there, you can go up Gazos Creek Road, which is one of my favorite roads. Now, I haven't been up in the hills, really, in years, not since the fires. So we went up Gazos Creek Road, and I didn't remember there being a split in the road, a fork. We had to pick the right or the left. I went right. So, Emma, this took us deep into the burn zone back from the fire. And because of all the fires, from all our rainstorms, there were so many big trees that came down and mudslides. Now, full disclosure, there was a sign that said road closed,
And
but
we went
I
by it.
ignored it. Ignore all signs, obey all chains and gates is my rule. There was no gate. So we went on down the road, and
Right.
it did become a little bit of an adventure ride. The KLR was a perfect bike for it. I was on my KTM 990. And the road was just, you could tell it had just been eaten up. There was lots of dirt on it from where just the hillside came down. Lots of big trees that had fallen over and were just stuck on other trees and hadn't finished falling. And then just stumps and branches that they had cut just to reopen it and left it there. Because really, it doesn't really go anywhere. It goes up into this hillside. But to be into the burn zone like that, it was really crazy to be amongst these giants with just black scorch marks. But then there was also so much greenery.
And I was going to ask you, is there signs of rebirth?
Oh,
and life?
so much greenery growing back up. And it reminds you that is just the natural, cycle for the big forest. It actually needs those burns. But it was really cool to just go up in there, and then we get to a dead end. We had to turn around and come back. But it was exploring. I didn't know where we were going.
Yeah, I was looking on the map. There's a road that comes off of Gazos Creek called Old Woman Creek Road. Is that it?
That's probably it.
Maybe.
Wow.
I think we were riding alongside Gazos Creek because there was a creek down below, and you could just see some parts of the road. The hillside had collapsed right up to the road, and there's just traffic cones to remind you that there is a drop off at the edge of the pavement. So that was really cool. And we continued up, we went back around and all the way up to Skyline and Alice's Restaurant, which is a kind of a famous, haunt here, motorcycle destination up on Skyline Boulevard. This would be kind of like, for somebody going to the Dragon or something like that, where like everybody convenes, car clubs, motorcyclists, everybody. And if you stay there long enough, you'll see some idiot go by and get pulled over, or because everyone goes way too fast. And we got a little snack and chatted, and then we continued riding
Down
back
Skyline.
home.
Yeah.
And that road we went on that was a perfectly brand new paved road.
It was the other end of Skyline. Yeah.
The other end is
wow.
Skyline. Now, I remember it being a bit of a goat trail where
Right.
it was a bumpy,
It was.
kind of broken road that you had to be careful with a lot of tight turns and blind corners. So you take it just nice and easy, and you don't go too hard because it's just an old road. And it had been repaved, brand new, like a racetrack with big white lines on both
Right.
sides.
Wow.
And it was amazing.
Just so many blind turns there, though,
But yeah, blind turns, you got to be really
because it's a
careful.
small road.
Was this north of Alice's?
The south.
South. We were coming
Oh.
back.
It was between 17 and Alice's.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
When you're
Nice.
heading towards, is it Bear
Yeah,
Creek
that's a
Road?
great stretch. Yeah, that's a great stretch.
You head over where 9 crosses Sky.
And then this
yeah.
ends up where Mountain Charlie Road starts.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was only one. I hate this. When we were coming up through La Honda, and you get a lot of the sport bike riders riding, and of course we're going up now. My life wasn't at risk here because I kind of saw them coming, but two guys passing cars across a double yellow,
Right.
In a 45 zone.
in a 45 zone in a turn. And we're coming up, and so they're in my lane. I'm like, come on, really?
Jesus.
So I just had to yield to give them room. But it's like, what are you doing?
Right.
You don't need to do
Boneheads.
that.
Yeah, I mean, there could be a truck coming the other way.
I say that, and I've been that person. So
I know, we all have.
I've been that person.
Gotta
Yeah,
let them
don't pass
squids.
on blind turns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that whole ride just really it's just really squirrely, tight turns, and just the perfect paved road.
Man, I'm gonna have to ride down there just so I can ride that with the fresh pavement on it. That sounds so great.
The only problem is there were cars.
Yeah.
Well, of course.
Every now and then a car coming around a corner, and
Right.
you have to be careful
Yep.
that because they are blind turns. There's no line down the middle, right? No, just a black tarmac with white lines to remind you not to go over the edge. And you have to make sure you're keeping an eye line around as much as you can. And
Right.
but other cars know to kind of stay to the right. And there wasn't an issue, no scare. What a great ride, though.
It was beautiful. What a great day. Weather's great right now, too.
And it's been a long time since I've done that, where you really kind of have to work a little bit in the turns and really stay on it, and not make any mistakes.
How did you feel? You came back to you? A little rusty?
Oh, definitely rusty.
Yeah.
Definitely. Like, I don't have that in me. I was thinking about that. Like, I used to ride these roads all the time 20 years ago when I moved here. And you'd go up there and you'd really hit it hard. And I'm like, I just don't have that in me.
I need to start getting out a little bit next couple of weekends because I've been super busy at the shop. And guess where I'm going in a month?
Oh, over to
the Dolomites.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's came.
So I need to get my cornering game back up.
How many people did you guys end up with there?
21.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah.
What'd you say, Bagel?
So you have to get a workout routine to get your skills back up.
Absolutely, you bet I do.
Yeah.
I've been
I was feeling
busy
that
at the
this
shop.
weekend.
It's just I don't get as much time to ride as I want to.
I think both John and I really haven't ridden much since our rally.
Right.
So it was just one of those like mental health rides. It just felt good to get out and do it. And boy, I love my KTM SMT 990.
Yeah, I got to ride it.
In fact, John got to ride it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it
you
was
never
fun.
wound it up.
I did once.
I was like, you need to wind it up.
That bike has got a lot of power.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I was super impressed. I love the V twin. It's so just lumpy and torquey. It's so much fun.
To me, it's a precision power machine. It really is.
Yeah, and capable of serious long distance. I mean, we talk about it often, but that trip you and me made to Los Angeles, it's a true 100-mile-an-hour tourer.
Yeah, and in fact, I rode your KLR for a bit.
You did,
and yours went 80 comfortably. I was riding, comfortably 80. It felt good. But it's the same thing. The KTM gives me the feelies, and the KLR just gets the job done.
Yep.
And gets the dog done as well.
Yeah. I know. So a good ride there, and it's just nice to get back into it. I need to do that more.
It's finally summer.
You need to do that more, John.
Yep.
I'm going to prescribe you. You need to do a ride once a week to help get you through this year.
That's a great prescription. Yep.
Nice.
Yeah. I need you to get at least 30 minutes in the saddle every week.
Mm-hmm.
And it just makes all the things go away.
It does.
Yeah,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And now you've got the perfect land yacht to do it.
I do. I'm the coolest guy in Santa Cruz now.
By far.
You're riding it home tonight?
I am.
Nice.
Need to get a ship's bell for it. Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
Or like a foghorn.
It is kind of cool to have a Bergman in the family. We've always kind of joked about them, but now we have one.
No, I mean, they're fantastic machines.
It's great.
I mean, yeah, it's very you, Johnny. Johnny.
Well, and,
Johnny Bergman. Hey, that's your new name. You're
Johnny
not
Bergman?
Johnny
Johnny
Bergman.
And
Hey, Johnny Bergman.
speaking of keeping it in the family, I put a call out for people to send us pictures of them with their new T-shirt on. And somebody sent us one.
Oh, good-o.
Yes. This is our friend Ken. He says, hey, you asked for some pictures in the new Motorcycles and Misfits T-shirt. Here I am with a few selections from my stable. Love the new shirts. Emma, I need you, unless John, can you identify these bikes?
That looks like a CB750 to me right there.
I want
with a Vetter fairing.
Here, Emma, identify all the vehicles in this picture.
And I think I see a BMW in the back.
Let me have a look. No, that is a GS 750.
Oh,
okay.
That is a GS 750.
And that Vetter fairing is like the.
Can I see the other picture? Yeah, that's an early Windjammer.
That's with that.
God, the other one's even worse. The one at the back. It's definitely a GS 750 in the front, and a nice early one as well, because it's got the single disc and the spoke wheels. The bike behind might be another GS, but I need to see it.
And what about the other vehicle in the picture?
Looks like a Vicky.
A scroll to the right.
Oh
yeah, what's that?
Oh, it's Model A.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It's Model A.
And how handsome does he look in that T-shirt with all those bikes?
Yeah,
on display?
he's a happy fellow.
I feel like he pulled all the vehicles out to take a photo with the T-shirt. So thank you, Ken. I really appreciate that. We're enjoying it.
Oh, Liza, you just had a message from Kathleen next door, and she says, I'm about to boil the artichoke.
Oh.
Oh, you guys don't know. You don't know. We have an artichoke plant. It has taken 2 years to grow 3 artichokes. One of them, I think, finally got big enough to eat. This is a big deal.
So, no, she's boiling it now.
Oh, I want some.
Nice.
I just wanted to point that out to you. Actually, I am going to take it back. I can't see the back wheel on this bike. So theoretically, it could be a GS550. And I don't know, I'm just getting kind of GS550 flavours out of it. He hasn't given me a lot to work with because his leg's in front of the rear wheel. And I can't see the tail bump because of the saddlebags on it. It is either a GS750 or a GS550.
Oh, yeah. See, it's not a Honda. It's a GS because that small little cover would be Suzuki, right?
Yeah. No, it's a GS. It's either a 550 or a 750, and I'm not sure which at this stage. I think, God, it's kind of could be a 550.
4 and a 1 is crazy.
It's 4 into 4. It's 4 into 2, darling.
Is it?
Yeah.
On the one in the front?
Yes.
They look like they all come down into one.
No,
You
it's
sure?
4 into 2. No, actually, I think it's 550.
Oh, also, I spy on here. He on both bikes. He also has the original Vetter luggage. That looks like
he's got the
maintaining it. It's not even
the
faded.
lozenge-shaped luggage.
That is cool.
Yeah, that's a wild
All
collection.
right. Well, thank you, Ken.
Yeah,
And
thanks, Ken.
We got another email that you got. It's a
Yeah.
little bit longer, but
It's a little bit longer,
needs
so
our advice.
okay, I'm going to get through it as quickly as I can. This is from Will, either Christman or Christman.
Chrisman.
Hello, Misfits. I was hoping you
Will.
might have
Hey,
a
Will.
few minutes to help with a sanity check before I pull the trigger on an upgrade bike N+1.
Yeah.
I
Nice.
currently ride my beloved blue 2013 Ninja 650 ABS, which is kitted out as much as possible as a sportish touring machine. So in 2017, while on an extended Let's Reset Life cross-country motor camping trip, I found myself in an uncomfortable predicament when riding back from CA to my now former home in Kentucky to get back to work on time. As I began my stab back east through the southwest, nearly 30 minutes into Arizona, a nice man at the Arizona Highway Patrol car stopped me and advised very strongly that I turn back to the extreme heat I was heading into. If it's too hot for the CRJs to take off, it's too hot to ride through. What's CRJ?
Is that the regional jet, the Canadian ones?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
The only safe option was to roughly back the way I came, west to CA, then back up north to Oregon and Washington, back east through a more northerly approach, or a more orderly approach if you're that way inclined, darling. During that condensed slog back east, I completely fell in love with the iron butt style of long-distance riding.
Oh,
Nice.
can I mention, speaking of which, I had dinner with Wendy Crockett this week.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I had a great time talking with her.
Iron butter she is.
Oh, yeah. And, she's going to be at Vintage Days
right.
hanging
Oh,
out
cool.
with us.
Oh, very cool.
cool.
Well, she's great
Nice.
company.
Yeah.
Anyway, during that condensed slog back east, I completely fell in love with the iron butt style of long-distance riding and happily rode a smidge over 1,500 miles in 24 hours out of the gate, even if it was out of
Wow.
necessity. My Ninja 650 is a fantastic bike, and after 8 years of trouble-free fun, I have no real complaints. Having said that, I've been eyeing a proper shaft-driven sport tourer for a while, and it's come down to 3 that I've found obtainable near me. Item number 1, 2016 Yamaha FJR 1300 ES, great price, 19,000 miles with service records, and my favourite of the 3, by all regards, incredibly reliable and fun. There is a caveat. 2016 Kawasaki Kone 14, good price, 31,000 miles, no available factory crews, more complicated valve adjustment work. And 2014 BMW R1200 RT, it's an okay price, 60,000 miles, but by last choice about hearing too many stories of suspension and shaft. Insert Isaac Hayes song here, drivetrain issues. I'm nearly ready to commit to the FJR, but I wanted to ask your opinion first. In 2016, when Yamaha started shipping FJRs with 6-speed transmissions, there was a defect with second gear that prompted a recall. Has anyone, particularly Miss Emma, heard any FJR transmission horror stories post-recall? So let's talk about this recall, because it isn't actually that old.
Oh, and I would like to say, Wendy Crockett has a FJR 13.
Yes.
That's what she actually iron butted out from South Dakota
So,
to meet me. Yeah.
Crazy.
the actual recall started because of concerns of all places in Australia. It spread worldwide. It actually affects all FJRs from 2016 to 2020. And it was so severe that Yamaha actually, or should I say Yamaha under instruction from NHTSA, who is the National Highway Transport and Safety...
Traffic Safety Administration.
Advised people just to park their FJRs till they had the recall done. And you got a gear set. Now, very similar recall was done on the R1s for 2016, of which I did a ton of them. I haven't heard of any problems with the FJRs post-recall. I think a couple of engineers lost their jobs at Yamaha because, you know, I mean, here we are in the 21st century, 20 years into it, and you should be designing transmissions that could handle second gear. But, you know, it's funny. Yamaha and second gear.
Don't need it.
It goes back a long way. You've seen my 79 XS 1100, plagued with second gear problems.
You know my RD 200, second gear problem.
Yep. All of them
You know
did.
my Yamaha?
Yes.
No second gear problem.
No, but it has other problems.
Yes.
Not least being it looks like a giant clown shoe.
A sapphire clown shoe.
It is a sapphire-colored clown shoe.
So, and I just wanted to comment on these choices. The Concourse, the Connie is a great bike, and so is the BMW.
That's my least favorite as well, and I'm going to come to that. So, here we go. So, other than this, where are we? Okay, it is. This particular FJR has only ever been serviced by a well-regarded dealer and currently has logged 7,000 miles post-recall work. Other than this, the Gen 3 FJRs look to be pretty solid machines. Alternatively, is there a reason I should go with the Connie or the RT? I work in information security, not dentistry, so the BMW might not be for me. No, we already decided that the BMW, who was that for? Of the LGBT crowd?
Which one, the BMW?
Bye.
Was that the closet?
Yes,
The closet.
anyway. I've been a faithful listener since the days of Lucas doing his best Duke Nukem with I've Got Balls of Steel.
I've got balls of steel.
But it's been a hot minute since I've written. Many apologies for the long email. Oh, don't apologise, darling. I greatly appreciate the insight and entertainment. After I upgrade, I'm planning another Western trip, so I'll be sure to drop by the garage and buy tacos and beer. Oh, good-o.
So all three of these bikes have drive shaft, yes?
Yeah, and you know what my obvious choice for him would be, but it was discounted because drive shaft versus 1000. God, that's a fucking great bike. But it's chain drive.
You need more wind protection than for an iron butt.
I'm going to throw in the curveball here. I actually don't like FJRs that much. I appreciate their technology. I think they are marvelous bikes. But just I don't know. It's like you can be presented with somebody who's, you know, world-class surgeon. He's got, you know, the greatest personality, wears all the right clothes, drives the right car. It's just something that you don't like about him.
I'm just going to say, though, Wendy Crockett has proven
No, they're
that's an exceptional bike. She's got two of them.
It is
So you're talking
And
style
she's a
more than
mechanic.
substance?
No,
as
there's
well.
just
I'm just saying, she is a mechanic. She has chosen that bike, and
right.
It has
And
done the job.
it's an amazing bike. It is an amazing bike.
but the newer Connies
But
are
I
too.
friggin' love Connies.
The new
The
Connies are a
Gen 2
great bike.
Connies. God, that's a good bike.
1400.
Yeah.
Yes. And the thing is with Connies, it was a classic Kawasaki thing that the Gen 1s hung around, just stuck around forever from like 86, 87
2006.
to 2006. And they changed it a little bit, but you're only talking a little bit. You know, they changed the diameter of the front wheel and changed this and this, but it was minor changes.
Yeah.
And it all the time, you know, the bike basically paid for its own development costs over and over and over again. And so when they came out with a Connie 14,
It had all the bells and whistles.
because all the development costs had been paid by the Gen 1. And it is an amazing bike.
Is it just a punched out 1000 or is it a separate motor?
No, it's its own thing.
Wow.
It's its own thing.
So I am going to speak on behalf of the BMW.
Oh, don't.
And here is why. I believe that you are thinking strictly mechanical.
No.
Okay. I am going to come at you with something that I think BMW does best, and that is aerodynamics, and ergonomics. BMW puts a lot of effort into that. And when you are doing long distance riding,
Yes.
aerodynamics and ergonomics can be the difference.
No, they can.
And
but
that is something they do very good. And I can tell you on my RT, which didn't look like it didn't come out like a gold wing like giant fairings, but just these subtle little shapes in the fairing.
Oh, yeah.
And I could ride in the rain and not get wet. It just cast it around you. Even the placement of the mirrors perfectly kept my hands dry the way it was. Also, I could ride and put a can of Coke on the tank while on the freeway, and it would not go anywhere because there was no wind buffeting right in front of me. So something to take into account. I cannot comment on the Connie and the FJR, how well they are long distance riding for wind resistance, but BMW understands that. Also body position, taking all the stress off of your elbows and back. Something to consider.
We haven't been any help for him at all.
No, because they're all capable bikes. I think it's really going to come down to
I don't
the
think...
opportunity of what you find at the right price.
Get the Connie.
But also what fits you.
Right.
You're going to have to sit on them and feel which one fits you right.
I'm going to read between the lines. I think Will's already talked himself out of the BMW.
Yeah.
So it's between the Connie and the FJR.
No, but I just talked it back in.
And no, he's talked himself out of it. I guarantee that. And you know, the truth is, Will, they are both great bikes. I want to make absolutely clear that my point of view with the FJR is it's just my point of view. It's an amazing bike. It's just from a preference point of view. God,
The Connie or the FJR?
no, I like those Connies.
Yeah.
God.
So there you go. You've got a lot of
Yeah.
options there. They are all capable bikes. Here's a little tip. You can go to the Iron Butt Association's website, and people have logs of their accomplishments at Iron Butts, and they state which bike they're riding.
And it is FJR heavy.
Yep.
That is where you can see what's really good. They've figured it out.
Yeah, you will. And I guarantee you, when you look at the really high mileage Iron Butt people, it is heavy with FJRs. But you might find you fit a Connie better. You might find that you fit the FJR better. They are both of those bikes are enormously front heavy, and it's something you really have to get used to. Certainly after your Ninja 650, which is actually quite light on the front. The FJR is particularly heavy-footed on the front.
Well,
the Connie a little less so.
Bagel has a question. He raised his
Yes.
hand.
Yeah, well, I just wanted to make a point that if you're going to be using these bikes for long distance riding, touring, iron butt riding, I think you really should ride them, not just sit on them. And go to Twisted Road or some other motorcycle
That's a
rental
good tip.
to see if you can find one you can rent and test it out, put it through its paces, see what you think, because that's really what's going to make the decision for you is how you feel when you're riding it, especially for long distances.
Hey, Emma, how many highway patrol units are using Connies or FJRs
They're all
versus BMW?
Well, California Highway Patrol uses Connies.
Do they?
Yeah. CHP.
I thought they were on BMWs.
No,
they were on R1150s.
No, they're
on K-bikes for a while too, weren't they?
yeah, they're on
they were
K-bikes.
BMWs a long time.
CHP like their Connies.
Really?
Local police and some enforcement agencies like BMWs. There are still some hang-ons with Harley Davidsons. Yeah.
Well, there you go. We are no help at all. But I think if any of those were a bad decision, we would tell you. I think they're all good calls.
Oh, they're all great.
I'm going to go back to whichever one you can get the best deal on. I think that's the opportunity. Yeah. So there you go. Well, we're doing a short show tonight, John, because it's really just all about
Stumpy
you,
like
and
me.
you don't like to talk about yourself.
Sorry.
Well, no, I mean
it's short like you.
It's, as I said to you earlier, John, I mean, you have come a long way personally
Yes.
with us at the Misfits. I mean, you've kind of come into yourself a bit, and I know you've gone through a great many changes on how you look at life and how you look at other people since you've been hanging out with us.
Yep.
And we wanted to recognize that.
That means a lot to me.
Yeah.
And also, we wanted to teach you how hard it is to get rid of glitter, which you, dude, you're gonna find it everywhere.
If anybody asks, it was not with a bunch of strippers.
Just so you know, your face is glimmering right now. Oh, you got glitter bombed in your face.
I did. and I love it.
All right. Well, we had such a big day today. So many people came down. Thanks to everyone who came down.
Yeah, it was great. It was I'm going to say it was pre-pandemic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was.
Yeah. Relda and Marcus came down, and new guy Nick came down and hung out. All sorts of people.
Yes.
Lots of people whose names I don't even know.
Some new
but
folks.
They just
New folks, old
come
folks.
in. Oh, yeah.
Just showed up.
But great. It's just, yeah, good weekend. I think that we'll do announcements. Oh, I have an announcement. Oh, this is kind of a big announcement. It's
Really?
Yeah. And now it's a little premature, but that's okay because we have already locked in our dates for our rally next year.
Oh, we have. Awesome.
We have secured Hollister Hills again.
That's great.
And now you want to know when it is, and I don't remember.
You remember what month? Is it March again?
I'm frantically trying to find it in my email, so I can tell you. But I just wanted to make sure you guys knew that we locked it in. It's happening.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, and Emma, just to remind you that you have some Ask Miss Emma emails to answer.
I know, which I will be getting to maybe tonight, more likely tomorrow.
No, we'll be making more announcements, but I'm just saying we're locked in. It's happening already. We're working on it already a year ahead of time.
Vintage Motorcycle Days. Woohoo.
Yeah.
It's coming quick. You going to make it, Bagel?
I'll be there.
You are?
you coming?
I'm taking the van out.
So you're coming for sure? I need to put your name on the list.
Yes, please do. I will be coming.
Okay,
idea.
that's great.
I
Oh,
got
you're
the time
bringing the
off.
van so you can buy stuff.
Yeah, well, I'm planning on bringing a bike.
Okay.
I'm hoping to get one of the CT70s running to bring it out there because I think that'll be a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, because that's rare.
Yep.
We got Arma coming up and Moto America and Vintage Days. We got so much going up. So yeah, we're just so back in it. I think we're ready to get out of here. Thank you to our listeners and our Patreon subscribers. Keep sending us some emails. Ken, thank you for sending the picture of you in the t-shirt. I appreciate it. I'd love to see some more as well. Mm-hmm. And of course, I'll say, if you haven't yet, please leave a review for us and let more people know about our show.
Thanks to Patreon.
Yeah. So I think we're ready to get out of here. So go to motorcyclesandmisfits.com. You can find some t-shirts there. I got to go pack up a t-shirt now. I'm still selling some of, I got 2 different styles there available. And you find links to everything there. And that's it. All right. Thank you, everyone. Let's get out of here. This is Liza.
Glitter John.
It's Johnny Bergman. Emma, darling.
Bagel.
And we are out of here.
Cool.